How's it going? My name is Matt Lemaster. I'm the pastor of Southern Heights Christian Church, and I am making a series of videos talking about how to have a healthier marriage. Maybe you're already married, you need some help. Hopefully this series will be good for you, or maybe you are looking to get married, and this would hopefully be a great video for you to learn how to have a healthier marriage. The topic that we want to deal with today is how gospel-shaped marriages can help us honor each other. This is a topic that often gets downplayed when it comes to marriages, but it's so important. So important. So let's lay this foundation. Christian husbands, you're called to sacrifice for your wife as Christ sacrificed himself for the church. And Christian spouses, wives, you're called to serve your husband as the church serves Christ, Ephesians 5. Now, I want to ask, what does that look like when it comes to honor? Paul in Romans 13, verse 7, and a text that the immediate context has to do with government, but I think it applies to marriage as well. It says, pay to all what is owed to them. And he skips down. I'm going to go down. Respect to whom respect is owed, and honor to whom honor is owed. Spouses, you need to look for ways to honor each other, which means husbands, you should go out of your way to show honor to your wife. And wives, you should go out of your way to show honor to your husband. What this will probably mean for some of us is we have to learn not to gossip about our husband, not to complain about our husband or our wife, for that matter, to other people, because we don't want others to think negatively of them. We don't want others to beat them up behind their back. We don't want to beat them up behind their back. We want to show honor to them. Early in my ministry, I learned this lesson. I do not want to be known as the person that is always talking bad about other people. I want to be known as the person who can't stop complimenting other people. If your spouse finds out that you are complaining about them behind their back, they will feel frustrated and downtrodden. But if your spouse finds out that you are complimenting behind their back, they will be proud and excited, seek to serve you. So let me talk about what this looks like for husbands, what this looks like for wives. Husbands. There will be things about your wife which are just going to be they're going to get on your nerves. They're going to be difficult to deal with. You need to sacrifice your right to get your way and show them honor. Husbands, you should be the first to honor your spouse publicly, which means you look for things that you're saying which might disrespect them. You seek to not say those things. You should talk to your wife and say, hey, is this okay for me to say in public? I want to honor you. I want to respect you. I'm not asking you to agree with this person. I'm asking you to talk in a way that you know will make them feel loved. And wives, don't beat up your husband behind his back. Wives, Lord knows you probably endure a lot. You put up with a lot. But don't beat up your husband behind his back. Nothing will demoralize a man like finding out that his wife is not for him from someone else. Now, wives, you should seek to honor your husband, lift him up, respect him. I'm not saying you don't have anything legitimate with each other. What I'm saying is you should seek to make others love your husband just as much as you do. And husbands, you should seek to make others admire and respect your wife even more than you do. Now, so let me ask these questions to wrap this video up. First off, husbands, or future husbands, how can you honor your wife better? How can you honor your wife better? How can you compliment her better? What gifts can you give her? How can you let others know that you love her and cherish her and care about her? And wives, how can you respect your husband better? Is there something that you say which you don't think is a big deal, but he does? Maybe you just need to talk about that. Is there a way that you two can honor each other? The reason we're talking about this is we've talked about internal threats to the marriage. We're talking about external threats to the marriage. How can you protect your marriage so that is this drama of the gospel where the husband is sacrificed for his wife and the wife is submitting to her husband? And when we're protecting our marriage from inside and from outside, it's going to create a very healthy context as we deal with all kinds of other issues, what we do with our wealth, what we do with sex, what we do with our kids, what we do with our family. All these different things are going to work well if we know how to protect our marriage from the inside and from the outside, both by dealing with conflict inside and by seeking to honor each other from the outside. So Here's your homework. Husbands, how can you honor your wife better? Wives, how can you honor your husband better? Talk about that.